keep trying to think of an intro to this, but I think the intro should just be, we're finally talking about My Hero Academia. Shut up already. I've been getting asked so long to make a video talking about My Hero Academia, and I was like, I want to. I freaking love this show. But people want me to do like just an anime show in general. But the thing is, like, I can't just go, hey guys, we're now going to talk about random anime. It's like, it has to have like, because that's what every single other show on this channel is. So I needed to do something different for it, and I thought the best thing to do is just get like a group chat going, like a round table discussion with a big square table here in the middle. I'll get something better eventually. A round table would actually fit this thing perfectly. Yeah, this show is canceled now. The rest of this video is just us going to like Bed Bath & Beyond, just checking out tables. Vic is just happy that the dog is finally
getting the love it deserves.
When Seabass came over, Peach went nuts because we've only had Peach for like a month, so we haven't had guests over in that time. And then
he was
Vic
the first one over, and so she was like super excited as someone else knew.
Yeah, and then Vic comes over and Peach just
the death stare.
And he's like slowly walking like 5 feet away from him. Then Fabian comes over and is immediately just like, oh hey, just walks over like, hey, how's it going? Oh god. Oh, so yes, hey everyone, this is the Anime Roundtable, or whatever I'm going to call it, because there's probably like 20 other shows on YouTube with that name. The actual name of it will be here. There it is. That's the name. God, don't lick my face. You're going down now. And basically, I've just brought on some fellow anime fans, and we are going to talk about My Hero Academia. We're going to talk about the entire first 2 seasons, so we will be getting into spoilers for that, but we will save the manga discussion for another time if we decide to do that, because that's a whole other bag to unpack. I don't even remember like every single thing that's going to be in the manga. So today we're just going to be talking about the first 2 seasons of the anime. So if you have not seen those, it's on Hulu, it's on Crunchyroll, it's on the Funimation
or something.
Verve.
Oh yeah,
VRV.
Funimation.
Yeah, Funimation. Well. You even get the dubs on there, which I'll go ahead and say, dubs aren't bad on this. I like half the people on there. I'm just kind of like, but the other half is pretty good.
It's not the early 2000s anymore where like dub was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now
whenever I hear people these days say like all dubs are terrible, it's like, brother, get back in your time machine. Things have changed. There are people now who that's their entire career is becoming the best anime. Like,
I mean, we got Bryan Cranston to dub so many things back in the day. Like,
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I actually like a lot of the people in the American dub. There's some that's like, whatever. But it's like Chris Sabat, My Hero.
Let's go.
Yes, as All Might up there. Yeah, I think he's perfect as All Might. There's a lot of other really good ones. But anyway, so go ahead, check those out. Come back when you're done. Here we are. So for anybody who did not listen to what I just said and went and watched it, which is probably most of you, My Hero Academia. It's a show set in a world where people just kind of naturally have superpowers. It's been around for like 5 generations now, I think it is. Where like
this takes place in the future, doesn't it?
That's one of the cool things about this. Yeah. It feels like present day, but then there comes that episode in the 2nd season in which they're like, yeah, if we didn't develop superpowers, we'd be in space right now, colonizing the moon.
Yeah.
But the moment that everybody started getting superpowers, like suddenly parts of cities got destroyed every single day, so we had to keep rebuilding crap, and like we had to now dedicate all that science we were going into curing diseases and space travel and figure out, well, how do you make shoes for someone with 12 feet, like stuff like that. So yeah, basically it pushed everything back. So it's in the future, but it feels like modern day, which is really cool how they really built that world out. But this is like 5 generations now since power started appearing, and at this point, like 90% of people on the planet have superpowers.
It might even be more.
It's like more.
I believe it's more. It's only like 2 or 3% that don't have power.
Oh yeah, it's something like that.
And at the same time, like All Might has been, like the power of All Might has been passed down for like 8 generations already.
Something like that. He's like one of the first.
Yeah.
It's the 2nd power ever, isn't it?
It's
not even there yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Ready.
Already.
Alright, we're gonna have to kick you out now. Peach was right about
there was a reason she was staring at
you.
She knew it. She's coming back too.
Alright, something to look forward to for season 3 is an explanation where powers came from. Alright.
I'm trying to look this up. I was trying to look up how to find all these students, and then I was like, oh, it scrolls to the side. Okay. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, I have to actually look up people's names now.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Jesus
Weird, on my phone, it's just like a list.
I think you're probably looking at a better website than I am. Dear God, there's so many students. Okay. But this show follows this kid who's about to enter high school, and his name is Midoriya, and he is the biggest fan of superheroes ever. It's been his life dream to become a superhero. He's part of that 2% that doesn't have powers.
His original quirk actually is basically he has that super observation technique.
Kind of. That's the thing. He has super fanboy powers.
Yeah, he's got the power of fanboys.
That's one of the reasons I love him so much. He's just a fan. Like, he has notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks written about every single hero out there, like coming up with like strategies. Like, he's basically like the fun version of Batman. Like, if Batman wasn't a dick. If Batman did create notes just on how to destroy people, but it's like, no, I just want to know like how to do team up abilities with people. Yeah.
I feel like he'd be closer to Oracle though, because like Batman has like physical.
Yeah, he's a lot closer to Oracle on this.
Yeah.
So he has no powers, but he's still like, he's not giving up. He's like, I'm still gonna become a hero. And one day he gets to meet the greatest hero of them all, All Might. All Might is this big guy, like super muscles. He's kind of meant to be like Superman-ish, and he's just got ultimate strength. And he's always got a big smile on his face. Like, they do these flashbacks that show him as a little kid watching that one tape of him like rescuing people out of the fire over and over and over and over again.
He's basically Superman if he wasn't a Mary Sue.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about this. No offense to Superman, the point of Superman is to be a Mary Sue. But, oh God, there's going to be the number one comment underneath this.
No, I think a lot of people are going to be like, I agree with you, and that's why Batman's better. It's like,
Batman is not a dick to people. So, basically, he meets All Might, and All Might, he's got all this strength, and he always has these catchphrases of, never fear, I am here, and go beyond, plus ultra. Like, he always says all of these lines that gets people all excited. And one day he meets him. And it's the greatest thing ever when he meets him, because he's like, I gotta get an autograph. He finds his notebook, All Might already autographed it. Like, he's
That's how good he is.
That's how good he is. But he follows him around to ask him if there's any chance he could become a hero, and then he discovers All Might's secret. All Might is this really skinny, like, what's that word? Anemic. Like, really skinny, like he's anemic, anorexic, like he's just skin and bones. The big muscle thing, that's his power. He can activate it and like turn really buff, but he can only do it for so many hours a day, and it keeps getting lower and lower and lower. Slowly he is losing all of his powers, and is going to be left. Every time that he uses it, he uses up a little bit more of that power, and eventually he's just going to be left in this little tiny frail body. But later that day, All Might sees this kid going out there to try and save the schoolboy, even though he has no powers, and inspires All Might to go beyond his own limits, save the day, and go, this is why I became a hero in the first place. I lost sight of this, you remind me of. So here's the secret, kid. My power can be passed from person to person. So I'm going to train you to inherit my powers, and that's what this series is about. This kid gets All Might's powers, the greatest powers of them all, and he goes to UA High, the school for the biggest heroes of them all, and that's basically what it is. It then becomes a high school series about training superheroes. And the first thing that I'll say is that a lot of people, I keep hearing compare this to Naruto. And I will go ahead and say, in the loosest terms of, it's a school where they train people with powers. That is really where this stops.
I'd say it's closer to Harry Potter, if anything.
Kinda, like, if you're going with comic books, it's the X-Men. But there's something that makes it way better than A, Naruto, and B, the X-Men. I will flat out say this. This is a better series about kids out of school with powers than the X-Men. Because one of the things I love about this, I fucking know how this school works.
There are rules. There are repercussions to what they do.
I know who teaches what. I know who's in what class. I know what you do after you graduate from that level, what the next stage is, and once you go past the next stage of that, what's the next stage after that? Like,
you don't gotta worry about like the headmaster just not showing up just because they sacrificed themselves. You're like, all right, well, is school? Are we still going to school today, or what's going on?
What's great about it is like this is not covered in like the series, but it's so small, such a small detail. They even have like licenses for these heroes.
This really is. It's almost like if Tony Stark won the Civil War in Marvel Comics, and then it all just worked out, and everything was better because of it. It's like, oh, this is how that kind of should have worked out. Like, oh, you want to be a hero? Cool. Go to school and learn how to be it.
But like that's
now
what I really like about this world. Is like everything is fleshed out. They thought of every single thing.
This is
like,
one of the best established worlds I have seen in an anime. By the way, I just realized I haven't introduced anybody in this.
No, we just jumped right in.
We're that excited to talk about it.
Alright, so starting on my right, you all know him from the game night show we did in October. That's Fabian. There's Michelle, you know her from the Post Geek Out Reactions.
Hello.
You know him from the show that did not go up because the audio was completely fucked up. It's Sebastian. I'm Aaron, and this is Vic, who is brand new to this completely. These guys are both basically new, but you at least had like a test run. That was totally fucked up. We recorded a thing at the YouTube studios, and like there were two, like it was a year ago at this point, and like we did 2 episodes, and one they said couldn't go up because we said some kind of gross stuff, and they was like, they're not gonna find out. But the other one was fine, but the audio was fucked. So I was like, I can't in good conscience put this up. Like every line out of me was.
Sound like the Peanuts.
The Peanuts.
Adults.
If the Peanuts adults were like really active and like too energetic, basically that was it. Where the hell did our dog go?
Oh, she might be under the couch.
Okay, she's in there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So let's get back into this now. That's one of the things I love about this. It's one of the most fleshed out worlds I've ever seen. Like, it feels like he has got a giant rule book on how everything in this world works. And like, even when they introduce something new in here, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Like, we're talking just about the show, but in the show they have now done internships. And like,
they've done internships. They've done a school festival. They've done the first season is a short one.
It's like 13 episodes. Yeah,
it's 13 episodes.
And just basically establishing this is what the school is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even in the beginning episodes, like they established there's like ranks for heroes, and that they have to kind of compete to get sponsorships to be able to be a hero.
Which is kind of a trend. Like One Punch Man had the same
One
thing.
Punch Man, Tiger and Bunny was a big one.
Tiger and Bunny, it was like that.
But it makes sense for like heroes to be sponsored because they need money.
They ain't all Bruce Wayne,
which they kind of explain on the second season as well when we get to the internships. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
But even like going into the manga, which we're not going to spoil anything from the manga, but we'll just go ahead and say, they show what happens to the people who graduate from the internships. What do you do after that? And it's like, oh shoot!
They even have
what's the next step?
They even have like departments. Like they have the common school, the support school.
Yeah, that's something that they showed in the second season.
General education kids and all that.
Yeah. In the second season, they have the school festival, and they're like, oh yeah, it's time to meet everyone else at the school. It's not just this class of all the A class people. Like, no, there's different departments in this thing. There are some people at this school who don't even have powers, but someone has to run the Hero Academy. Like, someone has to actually run the facility where you go and get your job after you're done. Someone has to do the paperwork to keep that place running. They've got a department for that. They have the management department. They've got like the agency department. Just people like,
it's not like Professor X. It's like, oh, you have antlers? You can be a hero. Like, what? Alright, sure.
Although I will say, the variety of powers that are in the A class does make me go, how the fuck did you pass the initial test? How did the grape kid? How did the grape kid take out robots?
I don't know.
There's a great meme from the school festival, that kid that can control people's minds.
Yeah.
Where he's just like, oh, I can control people's mind. And they're like, all right, you're gonna be general education. And they show, I can stick things with my hair. And they're like, oh, you're a hero. No, it doesn't even make sense. He's so useless.
He is. I saw this one thing online which it said it was one of those memes where it's like a 9-square thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it talks to everybody, but in the middle it says not you.
Not you.
Yeah. And it was thank you all for being not you the best characters.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this show has a lot of great characters, except for everyone hates him.
I feel like that's his role. It's we gotta hate someone.
Yeah.
And what I love about this is he is like the stereotypical pervert in an anime. He's every line out of his mouth is, I want to see girls naked. That's every line out of his mouth.
But what I love his goal
is
that's the reason why he became a hero, to get hot girls.
Yeah. But what I love about this is that all the other girls aren't like victims of him. Like when he's talking to like Sue in like the first time we really get to meet him, and he's talking to Sue, like she just immediately next panel drowning him and not even acknowledging he exists. I'm like, they treat him the way you, the audience, want to treat him in this show. And the only time, that's another thing that I love about this, every single character, not everyone, but 90% of the characters so far, and you know the other 10% are going to eventually get, 90% of these characters so far get some kind of a standout moment. To be like, you're the hero. Even he gets it, and even he is pathetic while he gets it. And it's like, alright, if you were going to give it... They found a way to give him the stand-up hero moment without me liking him. So it holds true to who he is. Speaking of that, let's just go ahead and kind of get a general vibe. Does everyone have a favorite character? Does everyone have someone who they
It's so
like?
hard.
Yes, because there are like so many good characters.
I've never had a show this hard to pick like a
I feel
favorite.
like it's so easy to have like a top 5 maybe.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
like just the top one, it's so hard.
Can anybody get him down to like a top 3 or
Like
5?
if I had to choose one, I guess it would be Sue, the Frog Girl,
Frog Girl?
Froppy.
Froppy,
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's like really cute and quirky, and she also has like she's shown to be able to like use her abilities and.
That's one of those ones where it's
Yeah.
like, how the hell does Great Kid get into this school? The Frog Girl I can buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue is like, you can tell Sue is one of those characters who nobody knew she was going to be that popular, and she totally is. In fact, I was reading this thing where originally it was going to be a male character, and then he was like, we don't have enough female characters,
Yeah.
just make the Frog Girl that. And I find that to be the thing that I love about this series so much, is that it does so many things in here that you would expect like a series to not do. Like, some people have said, oh, it's just a basic anime, it's just the basic shonen series, except it takes little things and goes, oh, basic series would do that? Yeah, no. We're gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
And I feel like Stu is a great example of that because they took a character who was like, it seems like 90% of female characters in shonen series are kind of made to just be sex objects.
Yeah.
Or at least be overly sexualized. They just took a frog girl.
Yeah.
And like
No
that-
one's gonna look,
There's-
okay, no one's
there's
gonna
a-
be anything, but yes.
Like this is going back to the manga. There's a manga omake that explains her pre-UA
Yeah, I saw that.
story where she befriends this girl that
Is a snake.
Yeah, she has a
is
snake
she's a
head.
snake. So it's more of like a body positivity
Yeah.
Yeah.
where she accepts who she is because she knows that she can use that to her advantage to help people.
Yeah, there's
So
so,
it's-
many messages like that
Yeah.
in this series that you don't see in typical shonen series, but it feels like a lot of current American comics are kind of realizing, like, oh, we should be making messages like this
Yeah.
in our series. And this is like the one that actually is kind of like paying tribute to that is actually kind of following suit with that. And it feels like, yeah, you
It's
can
very
tell.
subtle.
It's
Yeah.
very subtle, though.
Yeah.
Very subtle stuff.
Yeah, it's
I
like
feel
that's-
that has to deal with like Japan society though. Like it's two completely different things. Like what's happening here, what's happening over there. So
Absolutely.
I feel
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
can't compare the two.
Yes.
But-
Yeah, it's not like I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
boo on Japan for not doing that. It's a totally different society.
Yeah.
But it does feel kind of like, oh yeah, you're like the one over there that's actually kind of doing this right now. Yeah, way
Yeah,
to
it's
go.
like, and that's really great that they're like almost like an equal amount of women and men in here.
That's another
so-
thing. This is like
and,
one of the
the-
only series where like you can go like.
And not only that, but like the female characters are just as great as the male ones.
I
so-
actually think I like some of the female characters.
Yeah,
more,
I
like,
think
the
so
male
too.
characters.
I
They
think
stand out
my,
a lot more.
I think my favorite character might be Ochako.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah, she's definitely in the top
She's
3.
really
Yeah, I
good.
mean,
Hell
and-
yeah.
I don't know. I'm still Aizawa all the
Oh,
way. Eraserhead has like the best
so good.
ability.
it is pretty
Also,
awesome.
I love that he's like we said, All Might is basically their Superman. He's basically their Batman.
He is their Batman.
Yeah.
He's a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
But they treat
Yeah.
him the way that someone who's literally his power is his patrol is all night. They treat him the way that guy who stays up all night would be. It's like, it's not like you can only get. He's
In the
constantly in a
sleeping
sleeping
bag,
bag.
yeah.
He's just telling the class, "Shut up! I'm trying to sleep right now."
Time
Yeah,
he doesn't even tell him that. He just goes to sleep.
just
Yeah.
sleeps. Yeah.
Like it's so hard. Like if you're gonna pick favorites, it's like who's your favorite student and who's your favorite teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's your
Because,
favorite student, your teacher, villain, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all
Yeah.
like,
There's so many subcategories.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, like go with heroes. I would have like students. Go with students. I would have to go with Ochako.
Yeah.
Because I love that she doesn't really have like a really good combat power, but like she makes it work. But she's got like this good like bubbly positive attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and her
she is,
reason
like-
yeah.
for going into
Yeah,
like the hero business is so,
so
sweet.
wholesome.
Yeah.
It is. It
Yeah.
is so like I saw.
I mean, it sounds very direct. It's like I want money, but why do I want money? For my family.
Yeah.
Speaking,
Exactly.
speaking of ways that this series is different from your typical shonen series, so many times there will be that character that's like, I'm only doing this for money. Well, clearly you're the villain. She comes in, yeah, I'm only doing this for money. Oh my god, you sweet angel, you. Like, it makes you go, oh, it's not always bad to do jobs for money.
No, in
Yes.
fact, a lot of us do jobs for money.
Yeah. Yep.
I sure love all that YouTube puts me through. Oh, you demonetized my video? That's great. I made it just for fun anyway. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's so good. And like, she's so sweet. Like, when she's breaking down, like, on the phone with her parents there.
Yeah.
Man, it gets you. But I love that after she gets into the fight with Bakugo and it comes time for them to go into the internships, who does she go to? who's the baddest motherfucker out
Yeah.
there?
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
amazing how everything pans out in that she becomes like one of the best like hand-to-hand fighting
Yeah.
characters in their fucking class.
When
Like,
she's getting like sucked up by the 0G teacher, what's her name? 13, I think.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. When she's getting
Yeah.
sucked up by 13, and then she just does a flip and does like a handhold on her. It's like, oh shit! And she gets like those demon like dedicated eyes. And
Yeah.
yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like another reason why I like this is because, like you said, they don't sexualize the women, like except for Mount Lady, but that's her shtick.
Yeah.
Mountain Lady and
she
Midnight.
definitely
Yeah.
does that.
And Midnight, yeah.
Midnight
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
One of the students too, Momo.
Yeah,
Momo.
She gets it a lot. But
She gets it a lot, but like I like how they explained how she has to wear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I wish it wasn't, but it makes sense.
But there's no need for a boob window when she has like her arms exposed. Like I don't understand why she just can't
Yeah.
do this. Why is it coming?
No,
from-
because she explained like the more skin she exposes, the more complex. The
Yeah, for anybody who
object
doesn't
she
know,
can pull
Momo's
out.
power is she can basically create any object she can think of, but she has to pull it out of her own body. So she has a costume that reveals a lot of skin. So it's like, yeah, her, Mount Lady, and Midnight. But, and I know that people are going, you just named 3 characters. That's a ton of characters. There's, in a typical series, that would be all the female
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah, they actually don't get a lot of screen time, which is great.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when like what was it? Like Mount Lady wasn't even really in the manga. She just kind of popped up in the
Yeah,
in
she
the
popped
anime
up in
more.
the anime a lot more.
Yeah, because she was just so popular. Wonder why. But Midnight's there a decent amount, but still like her like sexual jokes. Like again, they're jokes. It's not
Yeah.
really even there to be sexual. It's
She
there to be
even
jokes.
explains why she has that costume.
Yeah.
And it goes. I know it's sexualizing, but through her perspective, it's pretty much like I'm doing this because I respect myself enough to be like this. It's
Yeah.
you know,
like you
she's-
said, it's a lot about like body positivity.
Yeah,
Like,
and the thing is, in any other series, if you had a character pop up like that, and that was their explanation, be like, the creator just won. Isn't that his explanation?
Yeah.
But because there's like 12 other female characters in here who are not sexualized at all, yeah, it's,
Yeah, it's
like,
like press-
13
yeah.
wears a freaking like deep sea diving suit.
Yeah.
She's a female character.
it's like, what does she even look like underneath?
I think she's just a big black cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's the black hole.
Yeah, I think she's just a walking black hole, basically.
Yeah.
But okay, so favorite character of mine, favorite students, no chocolate, but favorite teacher, I gotta go with All Might. Because, yeah, he is like the big, like, brave guy, you know, all that and everything. But he gives the best, most, like, when he gives the positive speeches,
Yeah.
you buy it. Like, in the, God, what was it, the student exam thing, the field exercise thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Whatever, when Todoroki becomes, like, the second place or whatever, and you get Todoroki's backstory. Which, by the way, speaking of characters who I didn't give a crap about when they first popped up, I was like, oh yeah, he's the overpowered, all-powerful guy.
Yeah.
And it looks super bland, I don't care. When you get his backstory, holy fuck.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you find out about how abusive his dad is. That his dad basically, like, just basically raped his mom over and over and over again until he got the perfect kid with the perfect power equation. And then drove the mom insane with abuse until the mom tried to kill her own son. Oh my god, it's terrible.
Is he the Zuko of the series?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the scars.
I think he got a scar.
Everything,
Zuko
yeah.
of the series.
Wow, you nailed it. But then at the end, when All Might just comes up and gives him the medal, it's like, good job, I'm proud of you, all that. It's like, he just needed a dad to tell him he's proud of him.
Yeah.
So I love that, but also, like, when you see his inner body and you realize, oh, he ain't just, like, all-powerful. It's literally killing him just to, like, show up and save people's lives. I mean, the biggest moment to me, like, this, in honesty, isn't, like, my favorite moment in the entire series. It's, like, in my top 5 favorite superhero moments of all time. When he shows up there, when the League of Villains attack the school, and all the
By the
students are
end of the
separated
first
at
season.
the end of the first
Yeah.
season.
Great moment.
When he pops up there and he like comes in there to save the day and he takes them all out, but then he realizes I've only got like a minute left in this, and I'm
Nothing
gonna be
all the
left.
way.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, I got to save these kids. And he goes beyond 100%, and that's one of the things I love about this. We were talking about how this is a series where if people are looking at it as like, oh, it's just your typical shonen series. It's like, yeah, to the untrained eye. But any other series would go left and they go right. Because in any other series, oh, they went above 100%. Oh, yeah, like Goku finds another Super Saiyan level. Oh, Naruto now has like a new Ninetales level. All right.
Oh, man.
No. Episode 1, episode 2 actually, they established every time he uses these powers, he's turning an hourglass upside down, and that sand doesn't go back up there.
The same goes for Midoriya.
Yeah.
Every time he uses the power,
It hurts him.
which breaks his arm.
He gets a scar.
Yeah,
That scar
on his
never
hand.
heals.
Yeah.
We are how far into this manga? Like issue 300. That scar that he got from going too far with his powers, still there.
Yeah.
Never going away.
The
Constant
fact
reminder.
that Ocha had to save him in that episode after he destroys the giant robot, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
not
like-
one guy is all powerful and saves the day. No, you need a team to go in there.
It's great because like there are consequences to the actions. It's
Yeah.
not like
And it makes them
Yeah.
feel so
Yeah.
much more tense. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
like,
makes him feel more human.
Like, you
Yeah,
can't
like-
keep doing this, man.
like I said,
there's
All
limits.
Might at the end of season 1, Gohan goes Super Saiyan level 2. Okay, yay, that's cool, I guess. I guess you now are stronger. No. When you see All Might going ballistic on Nimue there at the end, you know this is awesome, but he could die. And this is getting him one step closer to death. Every second he's fighting like this,
Yeah.
it has consequences. It has stakes to it.
Yeah.
I love that about
there's
this
a
series.
timer on how he even
Yes.
can
Yeah.
like use his power, like an hour, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it ends going down every single
Every
time.
time he uses it.
Yeah. Like he can't even teach class some days because it's like, I can't get in the form.
Just coughing up blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another-
Coughing up blood.
He's got that disease that the teacher in Full Metal Alchemist has all the time.
Well, yeah, like he got punched in the side, didn't he?
He doesn't have chunks of his stomach
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
it's like
I
a
mean,
scar thing.
they're probably
Yeah.
going to talk about it in the 3rd season, pretty much. But
Yeah, no spoilers, but
no
yeah.
spoilers. Yeah.
All Might has a big moment in the next season.
Oh, man.
But yeah, like
These are the
they
two I've
already
not
show.
said, so-
They already, like at the beginning of the 1st season, they already show that he has like
He looks up that shirt.
Yeah.
He's got like it looks like cracked glass
Yeah.
in his ribs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone's down the hall. Okay. I need a soundproof studio. Okay. Man, I went to like a studio out in Jersey like 2 weeks ago. You guys probably saw the episode on that way more popular channel that I was over on. Man, this guy had a studio the size of my apartment for like a third the price. And I went, I need to move to New Jersey. I've been like drained it ever since. Okay. Like, not drained, but like, man, why don't I have a studio? I'm gonna just kick this rock down the street. But anyway, back to the show. Anybody else got a favorite character or teacher that they want to talk about?
I mean, let's talk about the principal. I'm finding it so weird that the principal
Gotta get the principal's name, yeah.
is a
Nezu.
mouse.
It's like a gerbil or something.
It's a mouse.
It's
because
a
Oh,
mouse.
it's a mouse?
he was a mouse who developed a quirk.
Yeah.
Because he was a mouse that was put into like mazes and stuff, and then he was the first animal to develop a quirk and was just super intelligent.
Yeah, his quirk is high spec. He just
Yes.
and it's great because in the 2nd season,
Oh, I love
it's the
this.
second. So at the 2nd season, what they do is they pair up with 2 students, pair up with a teacher. The teacher acts as a villain, and the 2 students have either the
You have to
objective
either get him like handcuffed.
handcuff
Or
or
escape.
escape from
whatever-
the area.
yeah.
Now the greatest thing is this principal is sadistic.
Yeah, we have never really seen
Yeah.
much of him other than him just following, hi, guess you weren't expecting
Yeah.
me to be a mouse? I'm a mouse.
Because
Hey.
everybody's like, oh yeah, like his power's high spec. Like what the hell is high spec? And he can
And you just
calculate
find out, yeah.
how to hit a building with a wrecking ball to make a chain reaction to destroy a whole city.
He's
block.
got Amadeus Cho powers for all the
Exactly.
comic fans out there. Yeah, he sees the equation
Yeah.
in front of his mind. Yeah, and he gets these 2 students, which that's another thing that I love about this series. There's so many students, but it's not like I just hang out with this person all the time.
Yeah.
They find reasons to mix and match these people into weird pairs, and it's Mina, who is Pinky, who is also one of my favorites, and Kaminari, whose power is electricity. And both of them are kind of dumb.
Yeah.
They purposely pick like 2 of the dumb students in
Yeah.
here.
So you have the acid girl, like the acid monster.
Her power, she throws acid power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have Kaminari, who's pretty awesome power because he has like he can generate electricity at a field. But the problem is, if he over generates, he becomes dumb.
He like
Yeah,
blows
dude,
out his
I
own
love
brain.
that.
Like
That's
he
so
literally
great.
fries his brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, and like right before this, they even established what everybody's grades were, and they're like, yeah, so we even know they're 2 of the dumb ones in the class. And they're going up against this guy, and he built an entire fake city that's nothing but a giant lab rat maze.
Yep.
And you can tell, like, he is going close, like, how does it feel now, humans? Like, you can tell that's in his brain the whole time.
Such calculations are as easy for me to make as a simple cup of tea. Unfortunately, those two don't realize that one by one I'm sealing off every direct path to the escape gate. A genius villain can always win from afar.
That actually explains another good thing about the series is the heroes have they have evident weaknesses that they have to overcome to actually beat a challenge, like
either physical or mental.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Like Sugar Rush guy, I forgot his name.
Everyone does. Like I said, 90% of the characters have gotten standout moments.
Yeah.
Sugar Rush still kind of hasn't. He gets kind of a standout moment, but it's when they're all moving to the dorms together, and he's just, "I made you a cake."
Yeah.
We like your cake.
Are we going too far now?
That's not really.
No,
he makes a cake at one point.
Yeah.
Spoilers!
But his power
I felt kind of safe on that
his
one.
power is kind of like Kaminari in the sense that if he can take 5 grams of sugar, he gets
you're right.
3 times the strength. But
Sato is his
every time he does it, he gets dumber and dumber and dumber, and that's how he crashes.
Yeah.
And he was paired with Kirishima against.
When they were fighting, Cementos. They were
fighting Cementos.
Yeah, and Kirishima's power is he can harden. He makes his body he's basically
I hate that we're still in the second season.
I know exactly.
Oh my god!
Okay.
That moment though.
Again, we're talking about how every character gets a standout moment. That's gonna be like season 4 too. That's not even gonna be in season 3.
Yeah,
oh
it's
my
not even
god,
gonna be in
he
season
gets
3.
an amazing moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But going back to the student-teacher thing, I love that they pick students that are kind of have great abilities to go against the teachers. Like the fact they're fighting cement block when it's a guy that can harden and someone that gets strong.
Yeah.
It's also challenging the teachers at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, choked on the excitement.
And that's why they paired Deku, is a superior.
Midori's,
and with Bakugo, and that's
Which
what.
Bakugo is the boy was the guy who tormented Deku throughout his entire life, basically.
Yeah, it's like they're basically saying you two need to cooperate, and the only way you can do that is if you face up against All Might, like the strongest hero we've got. So.
And both of your personal heroes.
Yes.
Yeah. Bakugo's entire goal in life is, I'm going to be stronger than All Might. I love that there are 3 characters in this show who look up to All Might. There's Deku because he's the greatest hero of all. Bakugo looks up to him because he's the strongest hero of all, so he thinks that's why he's the best hero. I need to be stronger than him. And then Todoroki looks up to him because he just needs a dad. He's got the saddest reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Endeavor gets a lot of shit, but I actually really like Endeavor. Endeavor's actually really cool.
Endeavor gets better after
his growth is
after the whole School Fest arc. His personality actually grows into more.
I hate saying it. Who's Endeavor? I totally forgot.
Endeavor's
the fire guy? Yeah.
Oh, Fire Guy, yes.
Fire Dad.
Fire Dad.
I love his costume though. His mask is fire. His mask is made out of fire, and his mustache is made out of fire. So
it's like I look at him, it's like he looks like he could be a Pokemon.
Yes.
When he has all that fire, like a fire type.
all of them can be.
Honestly,
Bakugo is a Typhlosion, definitely. Bakugo is definitely Typhlosion.
But yeah, there's so many great moments with those pairings. There's even Earjack girl. I forgot her name.
Yeah, with the animal kid.
So this kid who can
Koda.
talk to animals.
Koda. Yeah.
Koda.
Who has never said a single word throughout the entire series.
Yes. He is helped by what's her name again?
Oh god, why didn't I look for it?
I forgot her name. But
You're that girl.
Earjack girl. There you go.
she can manipulate sound.
Jiro.
Jiro can manipulate sound, and she manipulated sound to control the bugs.
Yeah, but he was afraid of bugs.
Yeah,
he was afraid of bugs.
Yeah.
That's also a good thing. It's like you gotta face your fears if you want to be a hero.
Yeah, and he
And
did
part of
that.
his powers are his fear there,
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's like, he's one of the smallest characters in the show, but they even gave him something there. It's like, you get your moment to be a hero.
Yeah.
And it's like, once again, Earjack Girl, she and the other guy, they fight against Present Mike, and, she and him both have powers of, sound and everything.
But he's so much stronger than her.
That's the thing.
Which is another thing I love about this series. In any other series about kids going to a school to get their powers, by the time you get up to, maybe issue 200 of the manga, the kids are now stronger than the adults. Not even close.
Naruto.
Yeah. Naruto at least waited until like they did the time skip, but then they came back and I was like, why is what's the dude with his face covered up?
Kakashi?
Yeah, why is Kakashi even here? Naruto is like 1,000 times stronger than he is.
I still don't get how he's like he was the next Hokage, but
That's a whole
That's a
other
whole
episode, buddy.
That's a whole other thing.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Vic has got that stare like
Like
that
1,000-yard stare, just
I
like.
hate Naruto.
He's got that
bro.
hello
It's
darkness,
so
my old
bad.
friend.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing. It's like My Hero Academia picks up the ball where Naruto completely drops it.
Like I said, there's so many things in this where it's like any other series, I would be like, okay, it's doing this. Like one of them is
Like, you
pacing.
know where it's going.
Like pacing to me is the biggest thing that this
Right.
has going for it. Because any other series, I'd be like, well, we're gonna be on this for the next 50 issues. Nope, it's over with. Perfect amount of time on every single thing because they have the next storyline lined up, next thing to move on to.
Yeah, like that's like a thing. It's like sometimes the anime does not keep track with the manga, and so they need like constant like filler episodes.
Yeah.
This one has only had one filler episode.
And it's a really great one.
And it's
It's so
awesome.
good.
It's the one filler episode they did it was during the internships in which, hey, Peach is coming back, everyone. You look like you did something wrong. But yes, the one filler episode they had it was during the internships, and they showed what Sue was doing during her internship, and it was with this hero who only gets mentioned in the manga. They never even show him. Was this hero Selkie, who is basically like a seal, and this is another thing that I love about this series. It's not like everybody just looks up to All Might. 3 people look up to All Might. Everyone else has their own hero that they strive to be like.
Yeah.
Like Ochako, the moment she meets 13, she's fangirling out over 13. I was like, she's got a character she loves. This is awesome. And Froppy, again, it's just in the filler arc, but she loves Selkie. Selkie's her hero. Yeah, it's awesome. Hey, Peach. Yes. I'll get back up here, Peach. Won't be able to look at my phone then, but it'd be good for ratings.
Yay!
Cute dog.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so many times this series does stuff that like you figure any other series would do. And yeah, the fact that we are now, how many issues in the manga are there? 300 at this point?
No, I don't think it's
It's
300.
like 267 or something.
It's like the
265.
upper half of 200s, I'd say. But yeah, they're at that point, and Deku, he can't really use All for One, the power that he's been given, because it's so powerful it will destroy him.
It takes him like halfway through the second season for him to actually just use 5%.
Right.
Over his
To
entire
gauge
body.
it.
Over his
right?
entire
Yeah.
life. And that's what I love. Every single time he goes to someone, he learns a lesson about how to use his powers. But we're at, like, it's like the top, he's looking up right now. We're at, whatever chapter we're at, he just learned 20%.
Wow.
And he can barely use it. And it's like, God damn.
177.
Yeah, it's only 177.
177. I
What?
was 100 chapters off.
Yeah.
Wow, this thing has got great pacing if I thought.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Any other series, for the amount of stuff they've covered in there, it would be in the 300s
They've
at this
had
point.
maybe like 7 arcs already, or
About
maybe
that.
8.
Yeah, easily.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Depending on the length of what you consider an arc, yeah.
Yeah.
It absolutely has been that high. Hey. I like the mouse. Don't sit on my phone. Alright. That was one bad. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay.
You're moving?
We're just gonna chill with the dog for a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's deciding which lap to sit on.
Who has the comfiest lap of them all?
Our little Goldilocks.
This one's my taco fingers. That's it.
That's the only reason any of us like
Does
it.
she like your taco breath too?
You like my taco bread too?
Thinking about it. Extra guac, I smell it.
I don't know. I'm too broke to do. Guac is extra. So. All right.
Oh, that was a nice break. Oh my god.
Like there are
Easy
just
does
so
it.
many amazing moments in the anime that
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I told Michelle, just wait until the end. If you want to read the manga, I understand because it's really damn good. But wait until the end of season 3 to start doing it because we all know where season 3 is ending. I actually like this is like one of the only times in my life I like the anime more than the manga because typically manga has better pacing than anime. It actually doesn't just fuck around basically as much.
Yeah.
This one. Anything they add on there is good, but it never feels like, oh, we're gonna stretch out this fight between All Might and this guy that took like 2 panels into like 3 whole episodes. No, they will stretch it out into like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Another reason why I like the anime just a little bit more than the manga is the fact that the animation never drops.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's never that moment. Like, it's so good that they take breaks.
I mean, perfect example. Like, right now, I've been watching another series that I liked as a manga, Black Clover.
Oh, okay.
It was amazing the first 5 episodes, then the animation dropped. This one, we're already at, what, 38? 38 episodes in, and the quality has stayed
up there,
since day one.
I don't know if you can hear that, but a bunch of people outside just basically were like, yes, animation.
Yeah, they totally agree with you.
Yeah, it's been amazing every single time. And there's so many things in the series that I like them in the manga, but I'm like, oh, now I get why this is big. Like the fight between Deku and Todoroki. I liked it in the manga, but I mostly liked it because of like the emotional stuff going into it. I was like, okay, this is pretty sweet. Oh my god, it blew me away in the anime. Yeah. Like, the moment when Todoroki finally lights up, like, I was like, oh, okay, good for you. Okay, I see. Deku, you got your little victory there by getting him to do this. All right. In this, I was like, god damn. And the final, like, clash they had of, like, Deku just flying over a wave of ice.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But even just the voice acting is so good in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
That, like, I know so many people love Bakugo and think he's a really complex character. I fucking hated Bakugo in the manga. In the manga, I did. I really hated Bakugo in the manga. It was like, he's just a fucking bully who, like, he tormented Deku all these years. But in the anime, where you're like, I wasn't strong enough. I understand what I did wrong, damn it. I'm like, wow.
I'm just imagining where the 3rd season is going to end, and I kind of want to cry right now.
No.
Yes. Alright, okay.
Alright.
But that's the reason why I'm telling like you two like wait until the end of season.
Yeah.
Because everything after that is really good. But the thing that happens in season 3 is like you gotta just get the best possible version you can get of it. And they're not gonna they haven't dropped the ball on anything up to this point, they're not gonna drop the ball on this moment either.
Yeah. It's been a year that we've been waiting for this.
Yeah. It's been
the fight scenes are fucking amazing in the show.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ochako and Bakugo, they have one of the best fight scenes.
It's so damn good.
Like, most cleverly choreographed fight scenes I've ever seen in an anime.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was in the 2nd season in which it was the school festival, and a lot of that wasn't just, hey, it's just a tournament.
Yeah.
It was like, there's different stages, but it doesn't all lead to a tournament because you know it kind of had to.
It's like, yeah, she's getting her ass kicked. She's getting her ass kicked. And it's like, everybody looks up and like, oh my fucking god.
Because Ochako's power is she can nullify gravity. So basically, Bakugo's power is explosions. He is basically just blowing up this entire room, just sending her flying, and she's getting her ass kicked, going back at him. And then it's like, why don't you just stay down? And it's like, she grabbed every chunk of rock that he blew off the arena, and they were just floating up there.
And mind you, like, this power is kind of like a muscle.
Yeah.
That she can only carry a certain amount of load.
Again, another thing about this show, everybody's got their limits.
Yeah, they get their limits, and they break through it.
Right.
When it was like crucial.
They go beyond.
Yeah.
They go plus ultra. It's like, I love that's not just a catchphrase, it's the entire lesson to learn.
And it's not when you go beyond like Super Saiyan Beyond. Like
No.
It's just like
No, they're getting hurt.
they're getting
it's like if you can go to 101%, it's like, oh my god.
It's a
But I feel like they've been foreshadowing to this. Like it's a constant thing where like she really thinks about how to use the environment to the best of her advantage when she's in the building as Deku is her partner.
Yes.
And she picks up the missile. Oh, that's fucking crazy. She's like a bat to hit all of the other rocks. I'm like, yo.
Exactly. You get how smart she is on this show.
Well, see, and that was a really good moment for him too. Like even after she lost, that's when you see Bakugo. You know, everybody's like, "Yo, what's wrong with you? How could you do that?
How could you do that to like a weak little girl?" It's like, I didn't see a weak little girl.
It's like he respects them. He saw that she was strong. He knew that she had a plan.
And this is a guy whose entire character has been, I think everyone is beneath me and sucks. And this is the moment you're like, all right, she's kind of on my level. All right, cool.
Yeah. In his jerky way, being like, what's weak about her, man?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Like, that's a big moment for him. That's a big compliment from this guy.
Growth.
Yeah, exactly. That was what made the tournament arc, the school tournament, so good. It's that there can only be one winner. But everybody's goal is not to win. Like, Ochaku's goal was just to, like, make money, but also, like, kind of just to earn respect. And Bakugo is the one character who didn't get what he wanted. Yeah. And he's the one who won. Yeah. I love that.
He got what he wanted, but not the way he wanted.
Not the way he wanted, exactly.
That pissed him off even worse.
I also enjoyed that we saw every single power of the other kids.
Yeah.
We saw one of my favorite from the support team. Forgot her name. Her power is to zoom. So this episode where she goes against Engine.
You're talking about the engineer girl.
Yes. So the engineer girl equips this guy with so much tech.
God, what's her power?
She did not care whether or not she won or not. She just wanted these companies to see her tech.
Her entire goal is not. Yeah, her entire goal in life.
Which is great because that again foreshadows for the internships because now heroes are seeing what these people can do.
Like she knows how to brand herself.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. She just I don't care if I win. I just want them to see me.
Her main power is like just zooming. She just looked at the faces of the people that she wanted to sell her stuff to.
Yeah, we mentioned how this school, it's Mei Hatsumi is her name.
Yeah.
We mentioned how this is a school where it's like not everybody's going there to learn to be a hero. Some people are learning different things. She's part of the support department. Her job at the school is to build shit for people, and she goes in this tournament with all this tech equipped to her, and she goes, listen, I'm going to help you out. When you fight me, I'm going to give you my tech. He gives the engine guy her tech, and then, oh my god. I just get a text from you like later on. I was like, well, I got pink eye now. But yeah, so she gives the guy that she's fighting all of her tech. And the tech doesn't allow him to like actually hit her, but makes like all his power like go crazy and all over the place. And goes, look at what you're allowing him to do now. Now we can do this. And for this low price, you can have all these abilities.
She's like the Billy Mays.
Yeah.
She's like Billy Mays. It's great.
Yeah. She's so good. I saw someone at a con cosplaying as her before she even popped up in the manga. And she was just waiting for people to go, aren't you that character? Because, yeah, like nobody had seen her in the anime yet. And I was like, way to go on that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, man, we started off by just saying like who's our favorite characters, and like we didn't even get to like 3 of you guys.
I mean,
yeah, do you guys like have anyone you want to name?
He didn't get really screen time, but I love Tsukiyomi, the guy with the crow face.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, his powers are dope.
Another
so cool,
man. Another thing, like I said, they are not afraid to mix and match these characters. Because in the big school festival arc, like we had always seen him like in the background. I was like, that's a cool looking guy. And then Decker was like, I gotta find someone to be on my team, and no one wanted to be on his team. And I gotta get someone. You and just like staring at us.
And he was like, you, and you guys are gonna work together like amazingly, and he does it.
And it's like we don't even see like who we picked, and like in our mind at that point we're going through like, all right, who are all the main characters that we know?
Yeah.
And then it pops up the crow guy who's just been in the background the whole time. I was like, the fuck? You picked him?
Like
What
even
is
the
his power?
background characters get their chance to shine, and that's so great.
Dude, there is a guy, the guy with the belly button laser.
Yeah.
Coming up in the manga, he has a huge standout.
Oh my god.
I love how he does like the 100-meter dash in the first.
Yeah, he just turns around.
He turns around and like, and his weakness is if he uses it too much,
He gets a tummy ache.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's adorable. But he seems like the most arrogant, like snobbish, like joke character. Like
after
at the
you
school,
see, like,
when the League of Villains attack. Like everybody was fighting off the League of Villains, but you never see him at all. And then he pops up at the end where it's like, man, I can't believe we had that battle. I bet you were wondering where I was the whole time. So anyway, that battle was amazing. What about you? Wondering where I was? And finally he goes up to Sue. Do you want to know where I was? Okay, it's a secret. Like the most snobbish dick in the world.
It's funny
He's
when
pompous, but not like in a way where you hate him. It's just he's just so silly.
And we go back to the whole fact that like you go to the second season, you see all these other powers in these other classes, and you're like, how did this motherfucker get into class A? Like you have like Tetsu, who is basically like Kaminari who can turn into iron.
Yes.
You have the suggestion guy.
Yeah,
You have the copy
Shincho.
guy.
Oh yeah, the guy who can steal other people's powers?
Yeah.
How the fuck is he in, like, not classic?
Exactly. You have the girl with the plant hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's dope.
Like, there's one who, like, she can enlarge her body
She's
parts,
got Miss Marvel powers.
But she's an amazing hand-to-hand combat hero. So I'm like, how did Mineta, Aoyama...
Mineta, I keep picturing there has to be like an issue, like sometime in the future, in which they just go, yeah, he just kind of like hid and like he's not supposed to be there. He just like popped out at the end to claim victory on shit.
Like we have Aoyama, we have Mineta, we have Sero who has like
The tape
The tape
that comes out of his arm.
that comes
Yeah,
out.
that's...
We have Tail Guy. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah, him.
Which he's at least good at martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, doesn't his tail
Well, but I
also
feel like
that?
those characters are there to represent like American superheroes. Like obviously Settle with Spider-Man. Like it's
I
so
got that
obvious
feeling, yeah.
that's what he is.
I got that
But even
feeling.
the way that he swings, that he
Yes.
wraps people up. I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's why you're here. I don't like you, but that's why you're here. I
I also
understand why you're there.
I also kind of feel like he was designed and they like forced him in there because he liked the design. Because I actually like his costume. Like I love that he's actually got like the little tears on a tape dispenser like all over his body. I was like, that's actually pretty dope.
So and I have to admit, like that is a very unique superhero power. Like you don't.
Yeah, fucking...
They come up
Yeah.
with joke powers, but they work.
Yeah.
Kind of.
well.
Yeah.
Like they find situations to have them work in.
Like,
But even then, like the superheroes in that world don't necessarily just fight villains. Like they're to save people. Like I can see him being able to save someone from like
Yeah.
a burning building.
Exactly.
Like, it makes sense for him in that universe to exist.
Right.
Yeah. And also, like, I keep thinking, like, him I can also kind of picture because people got points for, like, rescuing people. I can picture him, like, whipping someone out of the way when a robot's about to step on. Mineta, I just keep thinking he had to, like, throw a grape at, like, on the ground and a robot, like, stepped on and, like, just tripped over or something.
Accidentally, yeah.
Yeah, like, and, like, he did the coward throw
Yeah,
thing.
like that's the thing.
Which
Like
is my
he got
favorite.
in by accident.
Yeah.
I love that.
Everything he did successfully is by accident.
That's
Like
why I keep thinking about this shit.
Well, that's another thing I actually liked about when they did the school festival was when they were like, yeah, you're not the only people that want to be in this class. Everybody here, if they do better than you, guess
Competing
what,
for
man,
spots.
you're getting out.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's amazing because then you get the guy who the brain control guy is like, yeah, I'm getting in your class, buddy. Like I'm getting in your class.
I was waiting for him to get in
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
I was like,
I thought they were gonna
come
kick
on.
on me now.
I'm honestly
I was like,
pissed
I
he
thought
has
they were
not,
gonna-
like, popped up again since. Like, he popped up, like, he's in the current arc in the manga.
yes.
He did. He is in that again, but like that's a long ass spread. Like
Yeah.
we're on what might be season 5 at this point.
Yeah.
More probably season 4. It's hard to say because the guy making this series does not give a crap about like where this stuff ends. He's like, no, it
Yeah.
ends where I want it to end.
Yeah.
Which is great because
Yes.
it definitely feels like, okay, we got enough. All right, I can wait till the next one.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm oversaturated with all this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's
Yes.
And I think that's like the issue with like a lot of like shonen anime is like they need to like have like a certain amount out and the way in a
I think a
certain
lot of
amount of
people
time.
don't really even know like how shonen is really structured.
Yeah.
There's a voting system in which people will vote on what series
Yeah.
they like in each book, and if your votes drop too much, you're out. That's it. And because of that, the editors are ruthless on shonen because they will literally like sleep outside your door to make sure that you don't leave, and then they will tell you things like, "Okay, the votes were good on this one. Keep doing that for 5 more issues." Like that's why like Dragon Ball fights will
Also,
last for
their-
fucking ever.
also
That's why a
their
hero will get like
schedules
9
were
new.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, I do comics.
Yeah.
We have it easy here in America. Like, we can have like a month and a half to do an issue. They have 2 weeks to do one.
Yes. And you drive yourself crazy with how much work you have to do. There's a reason you pick Eraserhead as your favorite hero. Because both of you relate to straight up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Like, another, like, if you want to understand like how structured, like shonen manga is structured, Bakuman is a good
Yeah.
anime to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's for another time. What's also great with shonen manga with this story is these heroes can die,
Yeah.
and they're afraid of it.
They're
Not to
mortals.
Yes.
Not to knock any of like. There's a reason why our heroes here in like Marvel and DC can't die. Like.
Because
we can-
40-year-old dudes read them when they were 12.
We can talk at length why they can't die, but
Yeah.
these like here their universe is contained to the point where it actually drives the story into a better direction when there are consequences for their actions.
And there was a moment in the current manga, again, no spoilers, but it made me go, they just kind of introduced a way to undo some major shit. Please don't do that. And they didn't do it! So hooray to them on that!
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, recently, like, I looked at Marvel's, like, whole list of fresh start books, and I looked at it like, I like the creative teams on these books, like Jason Aaron finally getting on Avengers, yay for that. But, and like Dan Slott being on Iron Man, alright, that sounds fun. Like, yeah, it looks like they're putting around some really big name guys and stuff. But, I look at like, okay, this carries back to this carries back to this carries back to this. It feels like, man, the last 10 years were for nothing. And like, Dan Slott is ending his run on Spider-Man after a decade. Peter is now back at the Daily Bugle, and he's now like, back to being this. After going on this big wild ride, he is back at square one. And I'm like, what the fuck was the point of any of this?
And then we got the first family back.
And now Fantastic Four, like even the Fantastic Four even got like the perfect send-off, something that never happens in a comic. And guess what? Now that doesn't matter. And I'm just like, I don't really care about you anymore when I've got My Hero Academia. If I want my superhero stories, I got legitimate growth sitting right here,
like,
man.
You have like My Hero Academia, you have One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Like these.
How weird is it that like One Punch Man is a joke?
Yeah.
Like that's not it's literally
it started as like a webcomic drawn by
thing,
one.
Right?
Yeah, it's a gag thing. It looks
Yeah,
so stupid. It's easy to find. Just look for it. Like, one made this really stupid concept, and then I guess an editor saw the potential in it.
Yeah.
Got Yusuke Murata to
apparently,
draw it up.
He had to stop drawing it because he had to work like 2 jobs or something.
Yeah.
And the people at Shonen, they were just like, no, like you can't stop this. All of the people that write manga at Shonen, they were just like, we love this.
Yeah.
It's because of people like you that we still do manga. You need to keep this going.
It was a good move for them to get Yusuke Murata. Yusuke Murata did Eye Shield 21 as well, so if you're interested in like looking up his other work.
Eye Shield 21 is one of my favorite, like it is my favorite sports series of all time.
It's my favorite non-sports series. And he is also about to do a Back to the Future manga. So
that's
if you're
exciting,
excited for that. But yeah, like Japan has been doing a lot better when it comes to superhero genre, in my opinion, than what we're
currently doing now. Yeah.
It's almost like they took what works for like Japanese manga and American comics, and they're merging like all the goods together. Like this is the chocolate and peanut butter finally meeting up on superheroes. But yeah, shit, man.
One also has a Mob Psycho out, which is great.
I've been meaning to get into that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Mob Psycho is great. I caught up with the manga again. Like his pacing, like just the way that he writes it, his storytelling is just amazing.
And that's what I think is finally kind of like happening with like One Punch Man, because One Punch Man takes its time and does what it wants to do. And My Hero Academia, like you get that feeling like there's some editor just sitting there like, all right, people really enjoy this hero, so you need to give them like a 9-issue story arc right here. It's like, no, that's not my plan. And there's some of the biggest series out there. I think this could like lead to a big change in manga, in which like creators are now more like just allowed to do what they want to do. I mean, they want to keep with the voting system. I know it sucks, but the voters are now speaking and saying like, yeah, we're cool with a story that moves.
I don't know if you can really say that though, because like Froppy is a good example of a character that because she was so popular, she's now more prevalent in the manga.
She definitely is.
So like they're still like,
but like they didn't come in here and go, well. But they didn't come in here and go, well, now Froppy has to be as strong as All Might. Like, it's not quite like that. It's like, no, people like Froppy, cool, let's put her in there a little bit more. But, I mean, she's in there, again, in situations where we're like, okay, that fits.
I don't mind Froppy being, but I'm just saying,
it's not a spoon-fed.
It's not forced.
It's not like, man, they didn't come in with, like, a love triangle between Froppy and Ochako now, and, like, and Deku.
Yeah.
Although for, like, one issue in the manga coming up, like, again, those words, for one issue, they kind of hinted that there might be a love triangle between Deku, Ochako, and the engineer girl, and then that was gone after one issue, never brought up again ever. Like and you could tell that was like the editor coming in saying that, and then after that he was like, never fucking tell me to do that again.
It's also nice to think that this anime in particular, a lot of like Naruto had like the romance between like Sakura and Sasuke, like. What else? Like
Hinata was thrown in there when they felt like it.
Like a lot of these anime hinge on the whole love aspect. Like there has to be a romantic aspect. here it's just kids being kids.
Yes.
It feels like the most realistic kids, like in their first love with each other.
It's like, like I have a crush on this girl, but like, oh man, I got a test right now.
Yeah.
Like
when Deku got out of the hospital in season 2 after fighting Stain, and he makes the comment, yeah, everything's all right, it's cool.
I just talked to a girl.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there, buddy. I've been there.
But like that's the thing. It's like my hero doesn't really need any romance.
It doesn't.
No, it's like I see Deku and Ochako's like, oh, I ship them in really good friends. They're like so cute together and they help each other out and it's so sweet and sincere.
It's adorable, but the romance is like mentioned like once every like 50 chapters or something.
Yeah.
It's like when like Ochako and Deku were battling against a big villain, they never at any moment stop and go, oh, I wonder if they notice me. It's like, no, they're on the job. Like that's the thing that happens in the manga. They have to fight someone and like it's a bunch of heroes, but they're there together. It's like, yeah, you forget that this was a thing at all.
Like, shit's going down.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I'm kind of glad that like this wasn't again like the typical like shonen romance where the girl has a crush on the guy, but the guy's too aloof to know it, or the guy has a crush on the girl and the girl pays him no attention at all. Deku gets a crush on Ochaku, but it's like kind of developed pretty well. And then Ochaku like kind of like just realizes as it goes along, oh crap, I kind of like him too. This is honestly, I cannot name another shonen series that I have read in my life where both the male and female, like who are supposed to be love interests, actually do have feelings for each other. It's not a one-way thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, definitely not Naruto, definitely not Dragon Ball, definitely not One Piece. One Piece, there aren't even any romances.
I would have
Sanji and everyone. That's it.
I would have wanted to say Haikyuu, but then again, one of the characters, Hinata, doesn't feel the same way with one of the younger female managers. Because he likes volleyball a lot more. Yeah,
shit, I just realized the last time I can think of this, Ice Shield 21. How fucking long ago was that? And even that, it was a character they introduced halfway through the entire long-ass run of that series, in which that became a thing. Man, Peach is into that head scratch.
She's getting all the attention and she loves it.
Yum.
I think she just likes his bracelet.
Oh, that too.
I'm pretty
sure. As long as he doesn't swallow that thing. I'm more concerned for Vic. Peach would be able to pass that just fine, but I don't want Vic. Peach can take anything. Alright. Okay. We have yet to talk about the villains. Let's go ahead and get into them. Again, only doing the first 2 seasons. There are some good-ass villains coming up.
Some really creepy ones.
Yeah.
They also have like really terrible ones that they showcase in the end of season 1, where these are no-name villain mercenary villains. But you can see that not like there are like powers.
You can tell they're like they could like cause some trouble.
Yeah.
They're not like just goons.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
that's another thing. Oh my god, you will have a squad of like 50 villains there. He took the freaking time to design every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like it's not a faceless crowd in any
Exactly.
show. Yeah. But yeah, basically the main villains who we're following throughout all this, and there's a couple others that get introduced, but the ones who are like, they're going to be the continuous ones going every single season.
Yeah.
It's the League of Villains.
Yes.
And let me see if I can look up, goddamn, there's going to be
I forgot their names, but I get their powers.
Yes. Let's see, Pro Heroes Villains, here we go. Oh no, these are the faceless villains. League of Villains, go all the way down. Okay. Shigaraki is the leader of them.
Shigaraki has the decay power.
His design, I think,
he
is
comes-
awesome. I want to know where those hands come from.
I want to know why the hands are there. Like, there was like
Where are they
a
coming from,
moment.
buddy?
Didn't we get like one flashback to like his past when he was like a kid, and there's like
Very
a disembodied hand or something there?
But then they kind of explain but that's only one hand. Like he has like.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like a
arms?
psychological thing of like he found comfort in that hand, so he just covers himself with it. But he comes out of a Junji Ito manga.
Yes.
Like he is not like.
He
like,
doesn't
there's
have
that-
lips.
Creepy.
He doesn't have lips.
He's scratching
like,
himself and
yeah.
he just.
It's like he has a mental disorder, but it's not like I'm just crazy.
No,
like you look at it, it's like,
sorry.
no, this is a guy who he's got like a thing.
And like I like how falls into the whole condition thing. His power is basically if he lays 5 fingers on you, you will start to decay.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. It's not like he just touched you. It has to be all 5 fingers. So the hands are a theme still.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just covered in like fake hand props, which for anybody out there,
They're probably real. They're probably
I
real.
thought that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were.
I think that's what the little yellow things are on the end to preserve them.
Yeah, I've had that thought
Yeah.
too. By the way, anybody who wants to like cosplay as him, I feel so bad for you.
You have to go to the
Yeah,
Halloween
for
store and get plenty of hands, rubber hands to stick on you.
Man, they just at the end of season 2 introduced Dabi and Toga, which they're gonna be fun.
Dabi is so cool.
Man, the mugs that I got here, every single one of them has got different My Hero characters on there. The newest one they added is Dabi, and at the bottom it says what their powers are. God, Peach is just like, no, I want to see.
Oh, Peach.
No, Peach.
No.
But Dobby's, when he finally got mug, I was like, I want that so bad. But then I could tell the guy who makes these doesn't speak English that well, because he's just been going to the My Hero Wikipedia page and copying what their powers is there. And when he was first introduced, no one knew what his powers were, so they just wrote Dobby's powers. And no one updated it for what
It just says
So the mug says Dobby's powers. I was like, God damn, I'm waiting for this.
Dobby is the burnt one.
The burnt guy,
So
yeah.
he has like the black flame.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
awesome.
But yeah, so they're super fun, but we're not going to talk about them right now. But so the main ones who we get to follow right now, it's Shigaraki, who's the decay powers, and Kurogiri, who has teleportation powers, but he's like just a big smoke cloud.
He's
like metal armor.
He's a
Yeah.
gate,
Yeah.
and the metal
That's it.
armor is basically what keeps him together. I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Which again, going into how like everybody kind of gets a moment in here, I love when they all had to like figure out a way to escape, and it's not like okay, the speedster just run past them. The speedster runs past them, and the gate guy is catching up, and all the other little kids have to jump in there, and like the dude with all the arms, just a weird design guy, fucking tackles that guy. He tackles a smoke
He
cloud
has
and,
like 2 arms, wings, and his eyes and mouth. And,
Yeah. Like he has like extra limbs, and at
His
the
power,
end of the limbs,
his power is he can recreate any part of his body. So he's just basically got like multiple arms, and they form like wing gliders, and he can form his hands into eyes and arms and lips. He has no mouth, and yet he must scream. He like
he
so
has
he
no
has to
mouth, so he can make some on his fingers.
I don't think we've seen this because his shirt is
We
over
never
pulled
see
up.
it, so I've always wondered because the shirt is over his nose, which makes me wonder. So does he just not have?
It'd
it?
probably be really creepy though if like
Yeah.
they took it off and like his mouth is moving.
Like, something like
It's just
that.
a Ken doll kind of thing,
Yeah.
but like
Bear and underbite
with your
stuff, man.
with your face.
I would not be surprised if it was something like that. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if that's like what it turned out to be. But yeah, like okay, so those are the 2 main guys that we're following.
Yes.
But I love that they're working under, like, this is in season 2, right? I'm not, like, spoiling anything on this one. They do reveal who the guy is they work under. You get to see
Not-
them.
you
You
not-
see
You
something.
see him, but they don't explain who
Right.
he is.
Yeah.
So you see that they're working under someone. So we can say that. But
It's a giant testicle with a mouth.
he doesn't have the best design.
Yeah.
I don't get his design.
But they
but there's
explain
a-
why he
they-
looks like that, so I understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're ugly, bro.
This
But it's
this
weird.
new season is going to explain why he.
Yes. But yeah, I love that this guy is heading up this villain organization, but you can tell he's like a spoiled brat. And he just got handed this position by the much higher up guy. He got handed being in charge of the League of Villains. And you can tell like his butler dude who's the gateway is like, yeah, okay, sure, fine. Like he's just doing it because he doesn't want to piss off the guy above them.
Yeah.
And I love that dynamic because there's so many moments in which you can kind of tell he's like, I don't think this is a good idea, but all right, fuck it, whatever. I just gotta do what you say. If you fail, you fail.
But even then, like, there's repercussions for his action because he get called, I think, twice in the anime. Where he was like, "Dude, you gotta stop this bullshit.
Yeah.
Stick to the
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?"
And then he fucked up again by
Yeah.
like, let's go to Stain.
Yeah, I don't want to. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna do this now.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I love that this guy, the guy running this organization, he's just a brat, but he's got such a wicked power, and he's got all these resources at his disposal. It's kind of like that fear of like, what if a child had unlimited powers?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? Foil to Deku, because Deku didn't get shit.
Yeah.
Deku has nothing. He doesn't
Yeah.
even have a dad, which, don't do that thing that they do in stereotypical mangas where it turns out the dad is actually like the original All Might or something, or
yeah.
the big, don't do that. I don't think they will, because in the manga,
they already explained that.
he works overseas or something.
Yeah, he just works overseas, and the original All for One, they explain.
They explained that.
Yeah.
But yeah, which by the way, I also gotta say, I love Deku's mom.
Yeah.
Freaking
Yes.
Deku's mom.
I love her power. It's like her power was explained like I can telekinetically lift small objects. Like it's not
Becomes a
just
paper
objects.
clip.
It's like small objects.
Yes. But I also, again, speaking of how this is different from your stereotypical manga, I love they didn't just give her like the stereotypical hot mom look where it was like, okay, even though she's in her 40s, she sometimes looks like she's in her 20s and she's 6 feet tall and just like perfect hourglass. No, she is a tiny like squat lady and like, good for you.
She's adorable too.
She's
adorable and scary at the same time. Like there is gonna be a moment in the second season where Midoriya.
Third season.
Yeah, we're already on the second season. We're waiting for the third one.
The second season where Midoriya gets hurt.
After haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She gets hurt and she acts like a parent.
Yeah.
Like Goku, who's like a piece of shit. She acts.
We'll talk about Dragon Ball Super on another episode.
Oh boy.
She acts like a parent. She goes in there, and she does not want the school. Like she does not want her son to do anything with the school.
Yeah,
because he keeps getting hurt.
Well, even with the nurse, when she keeps seeing Deku keep getting hurt, she's like, I'm not gonna keep healing this kid if you're gonna keep messing him up. Like you have to find a better way to teach him. What's wrong with you?
She also has a really adorable way to heal people. I will kiss your boo boo, and it will be healed.
And again, another character, like nurses are stereotypically like over-sexualized. What's the nurse at this school? Tiny little lady, about a foot tall, old lady. Yeah, I love that.
And then you can tell she definitely still cares about these kids. It's like they'll keep coming in. It's like, no, you can't keep doing this. This is gonna mess you up. What's wrong with you?
Oh my gosh. But we were talking about the villains. He's a perfect foil to Deku.
Yeah.
Because Deku didn't get anything. He didn't have powers. He had to earn everything he worked for, and he studied and he makes sure to put in the time. This is a guy who gets unlimited resources and keeps fucking up. But because he has so many resources, even his fuck ups are scary.
Yep.
But let's go into Stain.
So
Stain.
creepy, man.
This is another example of how the anime is even better than the manga. Because Stain in the manga, he's creepy. He's a good villain. I really loved him. Oh my god, I was blown away in the anime.
I love how the voice played into something. The visual lighting, since manga is in black and white, it helped a lot.
So much.
The music definitely helped too with the creepy strings and stuff.
Yes, he has such good music. By the way, the music in this entire series, You Say Run to me is the best, make you get pumped and want to like do shit.
It's a workout. It's a workout. Like sometimes like I draw with that in the background.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm hyped. I'm so fucking hyped.
I put that in one video that I did. It was the video where I was talking about like if I relaunch Marvel, like what books will I do, what storylines will I do. And when I was talking about Spider-Man and like my pitch for that was basically here's how you get the couple back together and undo the Mephisto curse. I put that music in the background. Every single comment on that fucking video is Plus Ultra! Yeah! I was like, that is not, you want to manipulate some people, you use that song. So the music in general is good, but everything about what they do with Stain, they're at the very end when they're taking Stain away, and it's just he scared the shit out of them just by saying, I won't die until I face All Might, and like all the just the red shadow of death coming out of him.
You false hero! Come on! Just try and stop me, you fakes! There is only one man I'll let kill me. He is a true hero. All Might is worthy!
Oh my god,
and
he's
that's
so
another
creepy.
thing with the villains, that they're legitimately creepy. Like, you get the weird, the
they look like they came from horror mangas.
Yeah, it's so horrifying. Like, that dude didn't even have power, he just had knives.
Yeah.
He did have a quirk. It was very, very strange, but he worked to
if he drinks people's blood.
You stop moving.
And that's why he had the knife so he could cut everyone and lick up their blood.
This would be a good time to pimp this out. If you are not also reading the Vigilantes manga, check that shit out. It's a series about, again, it's how well established this world is. This is about the heroes who don't have licenses. And they're still going out there. It's like, that's illegal. You can't do that. But it is kind of a bunch of loser characters. Like they don't have those powers.
I don't know, man. Slide's pretty cool.
So, they have good powers. They do have good powers, but they're the characters that they're the guys like the tank guy and stuff. It's like you have good powers, but how does that really work out in the real world?
I mean, he's their Punisher, so
Oh wait, you're talking about the Knuckle Duster?
Yeah.
You're talking about Knuckle Duster.
I'm talking about
Knuckle Duster is awesome. But I didn't realize while I was reading that series, it's set 5 years in the past, and you get Stain's origin in that series. And the moment when you realize, oh, this is Stain, it makes it like it's before his face got fucked up, before he cut off his own nose, and before like he just like went insane when he was trying to be like a legit hero. It's like, okay, it's just some dude in a mask. Okay, he's being a good hero. He's fighting these bad guys. And then the moment you realize, oh, I've seen this power before, you lose your shit at that moment. Yeah, it's the Vigilante series. It's fun. It's upbeat. They don't do like any big villain storylines like they do in this. It's kind of almost every single issue is like a one-off.
Yeah.
But it adds so much to this world.
I know it's available digitally on Comixology.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't printed it out. I think they're planning to soon, though.
Yeah. It comes out in one of the Shonen series. I don't know if it's the one that pops up on Comixology or not. I can't remember. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But yeah, so Stain, I love that again, like you can kind of like, he's got some depth to him. Like he's not just, I'm going to kill heroes. I'm going to kill the people who aren't being proper heroes.
He's actually like more like an anti-hero. Like he's like a perfect anti-hero if you have.
He even like doesn't want to kill Deku because like, oh, Deku's the one kid who actually tried to save the injured guys before trying to take me on, like a hero should do. Yeah. So he's got so much going for him. Let's see. Anybody that we haven't talked about that you guys want to like spotlight on? Because I think we've pretty much covered almost everyone. At least everyone like worth talking about. We've at least gone over everybody a little bit on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, wow, we have really covered.
Yeah, we did.
I was planning on going like season by season, like talk about this season, talk about this season, talk about like this month, this month. I'm glad we didn't do that.
No,
this was better.
Yeah.
The people who don't know what My Hero Academia is, you probably couldn't follow any of this. So this wasn't really for you, man. And I told you at the beginning of this thing, go watch the fucking series.
But hopefully, what we told you makes you excited enough to watch it.
Yeah.
It makes you want to watch it because god damn.
But I don't know why you haven't watched it. It's already
The only reason I can think of people not watching it is if they just have like an allergic reaction to anime. Like, because there are some people out there who are just like, I just will not watch anime. I think all anime is stupid. Even if you are that guy, this is that series.
Even Kim Kardashian watches anime. Like, come on.
It's one of those things where it's like, how the fuck have you like grown up to this point in which like you just refuse to watch anime of any kind?
Like then there are people who like won't watch something because it's popular and it's like
don't be those dicks. Like
or stuff. Yeah. God. Which if you won't watch something because it's subbed, you can get a subscription to VRV and just watch the dubs live every week. That's another fucking thing. I gotta tip my hat to Funimation. I don't know what camera I'm going to be staring at here. I gotta tip my hat to Funimation. They finally have realized if we want people to watch these dubs, it's the internet. People will watch the subs if they come out before the dub. Simultaneous releases. That's the only way that we can do this. I'm like, good for you. And that takes a shit ton of work on their part, and they're doing it. But I mean, even
intense.
Huh?
It sounds intense to do simul-dub.
I cannot imagine. Like, I follow some of the voice actors on Twitter, and they're like going in to record the first season of My Hero Academia, season 3. And I'm like, this is like 5 days before the show comes out.
Yeah.
Dear God, and you're going to be doing this every week for half a year. Oh my God. So yeah, it's worth that subscription money that they're getting off this. They're working their ass off that much. But yeah, like this is one of those series that I was like, if you kind of like, oh, you know, I saw Dragon Ball, I'm not really into it. Again, this is one of those series where it's like the pacing fixes all those problems. The way the characters are written fix those problems. Like, no one just has unlimited powers and just gets stronger to fight whatever villain they need. They explain everything, and like everybody has stakes, and like, yeah, heroes will not return sometimes. There are stakes to what happens in this series. It's handled so incredibly well. So yeah, this is that series that for people out there who don't like anime, watch this fucking show. But if you do like anime, I thank you for tuning in for the first of the anime roundtable discussion. As I said, you guys have been asking me forever to do an anime show. And I thank you guys for joining me. How do you guys feel about this? Do you guys enjoy this?
Yeah, man, great.
Cool. If you guys want to be back, I was thinking this could be like a monthly thing. So, tell you what, we will go around, everybody say a series, like this doesn't have to be a new series. It can be like any series ever. Because we just got done watching, well, we're like 3 episodes away from finally finishing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
You've never seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Alright, relax. I didn't either up until like a month ago.
I have. She had not.
Yeah, I saw the original, but yeah.
Like after seeing the original, it's kind of like exhausting to watch it again.
Yeah.
I
Like,
had to
even,
give it a
even
couple
if they
years.
say, even if they say like, "Oh, Brotherhood is way better," I was like, "Yeah, but I saw all these."
You saw the original one, so
Yeah.
you're just like,
It's
look,
like-
man, just give
and
me
you
It's like,
guys-
I'm tired of seeing the same people die over and over
Dude,
again.
I
Like,
cannot watch Nina turn into a chimera
for like the 4th, 5th time.
every time. Like I had to see
Now
it
you
in
wanna
live
see it.
action again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right?
why? Why do you do this to me? What the fuck?
How many times you gotta kill Hughes? Why is he the Uncle Ben?
Okay, that.
Why is he the Uncle Ben?
He is the Uncle Ben.
It's just.
Oh my god. Oh, I apologize to my neighbors.
Thank God for My Hero Academia for not having an Uncle Ben.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
that, well, my All Might might be a little bit, but he's still alive.
At this point in season 2.
Oh God, now you're reminded me. Oh.
That was in the spoiler, by the way, or is it? I kept it just vague enough. So let's have everybody. So yes, I've seen it. She hasn't. But we're about to finish it. So yeah, it can be any series out there that you guys want to talk about. Everybody go around. We'll finish this off by saying it, and you guys in the comments down below vote on what you want the next episode to be. So we'll start with Fabian.
Man, I really I know everybody's gonna talk about like the mainstream action, supernatural, sci-fi. I enjoy Haikyuu a lot.
Okay, we're
Not-
we're not done with that one, but we've been
yeah,
watching
we've been
it.
enjoying it.
Not a lot of people love whenever people come to the store, they're like I don't know how I feel about sports manga. It's like Slam Dunk, Haikyuu. Like if only Initial D was licensed in America.
Yeah.
Like there are amazing sports anime and manga out there.
Yeah, I was
Haikyuu-
never really that into him for a while, but then Eyeshield turned me around on it. So
Yeah, Haikyuu is amazing. It's an amazing story of heart and friendship and teamwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
Okay, so Haikyuu,
Yep.
Michelle.
Fully coolly.
Fully coolly. Okay.
Wow.
Especially season.
about to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
Also next month, right?
I think.
Yeah, it's in April.
Yeah. And then after that, it's in September.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, if I had to pick one, probably Outlaw Star.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
a good
classic.
I've still got the DVDs on that.
That's like
Oh,
what,
really?
97,
That's like 90.
98?
Yeah.
It's way back.
Right around
Yeah.
the time that Cowboy Bebop came out.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Cowboy
remember the
came first, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
By like
Yeah.
a year.
Isn't Cowboy
96. Cowboy is 96.
No, Cowboys.
Oh, 97.
They are neck and neck. I
I
remember
think
both.
Outlaw Star came out a little bit before because like the animation on Cowboy Bebop, like obviously it's a lot better.
I also know it came out on Toonami before Cowboy Bebop did, but that's
Yeah.
because Adult Swim didn't exist yet. So I don't
Yeah,
know for sure.
well,
Yeah.
that's what I remember watching.
I will go with. I'm gonna go with One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Mob Psycho. I
Mob
go
Psycho.
on.
There you go.
More people need to see Mob Psycho.
Honestly, I was
It
about
is
to,
great.
I was about to say Mob Psycho, but then I was like, I think Vic's gonna say that, so I'll go with One Punch Man. So, all right, so we got Haikyuu, Fully Cooley,
Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star, One Punch Man, and Mob Psycho. Vote in the comments down below which of these you want us to discuss on the next episode. We're going to try and make this a once-a-month thing. And, of course, I haven't even mentioned this yet, but Season 3 of My Hero Academia should be starting around the time that this
April
episode...
13th.
Oh, I thought it was this weekend.
What is that like?
I
10
believe-
days from now.
I believe it's April 13th,
I thought it was the
maybe, or
7th.
maybe a week before that.
I think it might be this weekend. I can't tell for sure.
Yeah.
Basically, I want to get this done around that time. But this might not be going up on this weekend simply because I'm going to be in Boston this weekend. I will be editing this while I'm up there and on the train ride. So hopefully it goes up. But if it doesn't, then make sure that you guys enjoy Season 3 of My Hero. We'll now go around and do plugs if anybody wants to plug like Twitter accounts or any projects they're working on. You guys know me. You can follow me on Twitter at Professor Thorgy or on Twitch. Every single Sunday and every single Monday we do Twitch streams at Professor Thorgy.
You do Twitch?
I do Twitch.
What?
I'm still fairly new at it, but yeah. You, by the way,
We talked about this.
Dude,
you definitely need
you
to
need
start
to.
doing
Do you
that.
have the equipment to Twitch stream? Because I recently updated my Elgato game save drive.
Yeah.
I don't need my old one. If you need one, I will give you my old one. It still works. But yeah, you've got the personality for Twitch. You've got the personality for a webcam. And you love to challenge yourself to insanely hard video games.
Yeah.
you will not leave a video game until you get that platinum. So
I actually just started playing Digital Devil Saga, the old PS2 game. I'm trying to do the entire game without dying once.
oh my god.
Oh, you have to Twitch stream that. Seriously.
It's crazy.
All right, so that's where you can find me. Let's go, Fabian.
Name's Fabian, comic creator. If you want to see my work, you can check out the Black Mask Studio website. I'm also coming out with a new book called We Are the Danger, coming out this May. Make sure you go to your comic book shops and pre-order that. You can follow me on pretty much everything under Rockets and Pens.
You do Black Mask?
Yeah, yours are like
Yeah, man.
I'm Michelle, and also known as Toon Scribbles. I do the merch. I draw the designs
all
for
the art on this channel is her.
Yes, so all the merch, all the Professor Thorgy merch is by me. So you can shop at Professor Thorgy at the TeePublic.
Go to teepublic.com/user/Professor Thorgy where you can get official Professor Thorgy merch.
Yeah, also you can get some of my other stuff at TeePublic at Toon Scribbles. And, you can check out...
write the... How you
so yes. teepublic.com/toonscribbles or user/toonscribbles. So, yeah, you can check out my stuff there.
Yeah, and you have a lot of very cute designs on TeePublic. All right. See this?
I'm alright, man.
You're good?
I got stuff like that, man. Y'all
Not
doing
yet.
it.
Not yet.
I have no social media presence.
Yeah.
Not yet.
We're going to get you on
So
Twitch.
he
I'm going to make that
says.
happen.
So he
All right.
says.
All right, thank you guys. We will be back again to do this. It might not always be this cast because we are going to talk about different stuff. I know that if we ever do Full Metal Alchemist, Anna basically said she would murder me if I didn't have her on the show. So
She just picked up her Alphonse Nendroid.
That thing is beautiful.
That is beautiful and
So
adorable.
beautiful, yeah.
You even have 2 cats to put inside his.
Oh, so cute.
So yes, so we will have different people on the show. But yes, this is now a thing that we're doing, the Anime Roundtable, or whatever I end up calling it. Thanks guys, come back next time. Bye.
Bye.